want to get up on our roof, but it's not quite that crazy.
That's how the sniper is supposed to be.
Yeah. Where's my grappling hook? Oh, wait, no.
Wrong game. Where's my glider? Where's my jump boots? Oh, you should be able to rocket hop. That's what we got to do.
Rocket hopping.
Yeah, or do a plasma lift.
So we're gonna relocate. The smart sniper doesn't stay in one place for too many shots. Okay, saw that in a Mark Wahlberg film.
Yeah, I remember that.
We'll get a little closer so our no, we won't.
Welcome to the Hardware Asylum Podcast video edition.
It's kind of an extra, I think. What I wanted to do, Dennis, is take a little bit of time to show you what's going on with the game World War III.
And this is a game we talked about several podcasts ago, for just briefly, I think.
Yeah, this was one of the games that I mentioned that I was anticipating coming, and it was intended to go free to play in June. And it didn't because they had some issues that I believe they called quality of life issues.
Maybe somebody got sick and they couldn't finish the game or something, right?
So they haven't announced when it will go free to play, which means that World War III right now is in closed beta. So what does that mean? Well, that means that, there you go. You can pay to play right now.
Oh, so is this something that you paid to play?
I did, actually. So they did offer some discounts at one point, but they've settled into basically this pricing structure, and this isn't even all of it. You can go even higher to the major pack once you get involved, all the way up to El Presidente pack, which is, one of those insane packs where you get yourself in the game and you get to pick a map and some crazy stuff like that.
That's not bad.
But anyway, this is where you're at right now. So most people that are playing right now have bought one of these first two packs because see, all you're missing is the battle pass and a couple extra blueprints here and some in-game currency.
I kind of see this as being pretty smart for a game that hasn't been released yet, because you get a little bit of capital, and then you can get some feedback from the players saying, hey, I'm having trouble with this, or you can test the balance. And at this point you have people that are vested because they've paid money for it.
Right. So all of these are going to get, they're going to do a hard reset when they go live so that it's a level playing field, which is good because there's a significant advantage to having unlocked equipment. So you're going to get a 3-day head start. You get a bunch of additional cosmetic stuff. So if you're interested in this game, and I think I've said so a lot, Dennis, so I'll work on that. So
it's okay. And we should also mention that in the Hardware Asylum labs, the environment is like 101. And we're sitting out in building 2, which does not have air conditioning.
This is when you launch it, you can do quick play. This tells me, look at that, I've got an evil amount of customization already available just from gameplay.
That's awesome.
And so you have different types of game modes. You can also go into training, which is nice if you want to learn how to do stuff. View your statistics, and eventually you'll be able to buy stuff.
Oh, yeah. If you paid extra, you'd already have the battle pass, right?
Yeah. So the battle pass is going to include experience boosts. You'll get equipment unlocked that you didn't have to earn.
Yep.
All that, what we call paid shortcut stuff. But the devs have been pretty clear that aside from there being skins and the like cosmetics that will be locked behind a paywall, all the playable equipment is earnable.
Yeah, see, that's the way it should be.
So I'm going to show you a little bit about what's going on here. So there are 2 modes of play right now. And this is probably how it's going to be for a while. You have Tactical Ops, which plays a lot like the Battlefield series, or any game that you've played that has a combination of infantry and vehicles and the like. And that's what I prefer to play. But there's also a 10 versus 10 team deathmatch. And as you can see there, down here, it's pretty frantic. First to 50 kills, 10 on 10, 7-minute max.
Oh, wow.
And it's brutal. It grinds newbies. So we're not going to show that off. But you can see the maps also that are available. In Tactical Team Ops, there are 4 available maps.
I like the locations. We got Berlin, that's in Germany. We got Moscow, that's in Russia. We got Warsaw, which is in Poland. And Polyarmy?
I don't know.
I'm not sure either.
So Team Deathmatch has more specific things because you have smaller pieces of those available to you. All of these small areas are inside of the larger areas. So it's two different ways, two different areas on the larger map.
Oh, okay.
All right, customizing. This is where the game really gets crazy because you can customize more stuff than I've seen ever in a game, and it's pretty realistic. So I may have missed some of those hardcore military games that have customization, but this just gives you an idea. Obviously, you have your identification stuff you can do. As of today, there was no USA flag. I always look. This is supposed to identify who you're affiliating with. It has no advantage.
Oh, yeah. So this is all basically not on the Americas side of the world.
Yeah.
But it's not that bad. I mean, if I remember correctly, when World War III, this game was initially announced, it was supposed to be the U.S. versus Russians.
Which makes sense for how you see the maps, right? Or maybe with Germans.
Yeah.
But that is not the case, at least for this closed beta. It's East versus West on all the maps, and you'll be able to see that here in just a second. But let's go back to the fun stuff.
Yeah, we can talk about the fun correlation between that later.
So as you can see, I initially have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different classes available. And as I hover over these, it's going to show you what their default loadout is, and you can see what level that equipment is. For example, if I'm in assault mode, I have a level 8 MSBSK, which is the default weapon, and I have almost leveled the G17 up twice.
Ah.
And you can see the country of origin for these weapons is available, which is kind of nice. It tells you how heavy you are, which affects your mobility in game.
I'm not terribly familiar with those two weapons, but do you think they are actually real ones, or did they change the name?
Well, I don't know the answer to that, but let's take a look. See, there's a G36, the Barrel 7.62, the M416, AK-15. So I think these are all real weapons that you can unlock.
AK-15 is actually not correct. That would be 47.
Yeah, so close.
Close. I think that they sampled the name enough that they can't get in trouble.
That's probably accurate because this is not a huge game studio.
Yeah.
But what I show you is each gun has a weight and has blueprints available. So you have a default blueprint. These are the blueprints that you can unlock, which is essentially a package of equipment, or you can earn it. So I'm going to show you on mine kind of how that works. So here's my default blueprint. I don't have any others unlocked, unfortunately. So this shows you what it looks like in default. But you can also config it.
Oh, yeah.
And to do that, we're going to go back here and we're going to go to the config screen.
I like how it assembles before you get to see it, so you actually see your loadout as it's being put together. Pretty cool.
Oops, I went off of it, so let me do that again. And we're going to select it. And then I have customization, and then you can, at some point, you'll be able to buy stuff, of course. Pay to win, or pay to accelerate. So in here, you have all these different areas that you can have.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you have your red dot, your vertical grip.
And it shows over here, and it's giving you a real-time loadout for what each thing is changing. So as an example, I don't have a lot unlocked, but if I go in here, I have 2 of these unlocked, and they have pros and cons listed to them. So I'm on the red dot sight, which increases my aim down sights time, which is helpful for me because I'm not as reflexive as I used to be. So there's an example. You can see there's lots of different sights available to you that you can unlock all the way up to level 65 here.
Oh, wow.
And so the leveling is important, and you have to level with the weapons. So this is separate from your soldier leveling.
Oh, so once you use this weapon for a certain amount of time, you get more experience with the weapon, so then you can take advantage of these new
Exactly.
toys.
So if you have one that you like, it rewards you.
Yeah.
So that being said,
not too bad.
same is true, obviously, of your second, although I have 2 guns that are available to me at this point. You can see I've been playing with the G17, which is the default. If I switch to this one, I'll do less damage, but I'll have more range and more fire rate. So let's just select it. That's okay. And then go back. You can also adjust your armor. By default, you have 2 unlocked. There's a heavy that's going to come very soon, but these slow you down or speed you up. Kevlar is lighter, but less protection, for example. So you're faster.
That's realistic.
I like that. And the same is true of your helmet. One of the fun things I like about this game is that it does tactical hit locations, and you can, if you hit a guy in the head, blow their helmet off, which reduces their armor in that location. With a little luck, we'll see that in game. You have equipment, different grenades, different stuff in your backpack,
They spent a lot of time on the loadouts and the models in this area of the game. So speaking of, the other game you play a lot, which is Battlefield 5.
Right.
Is the loadout really similar? I mean, like the model details and how you put the weapons together and stuff?
Well, Battlefield, of course, uses near future weapons.
Of course, yeah.
Isn't really saying much other than that they are also winging some of the names, right?
Yeah.
But they don't have the ability to do so much to this. So in Battlefield, right now has the T menu. You're going to get sights, underbarrel, ammo types, which also determine the clips, and then things like muzzle brakes. So that's it.
They simplified it a lot, probably to equalize the balance or make the balance a little bit easier.
Right, and that's something that we'll have to see if it makes a sense in this game in the long run. So I've chosen a loadout. I can custom save them and name them if I have separate ones.
Nice.
So I'm going to go back. Strikes. This is interesting too because each of your roles has a sub role. So if you're the commander, you get this equipment that you can call in.
Oh, nice.
And it's based on squad points. So you see there like that flying eye, the default there, requires 900 squad points to be able to deploy.
So if your team amasses 900 points at some point,
your squad,
your
right?
squad, the entire squad.
So if you have a good squad, kind of like in Modern Warfare era, right? You get more deployables.
Mm-hmm.
So that's interesting.
Yeah, it's like after a certain amount of time, you can call the UAV.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then you can start spotting people and stuff. But you have to get a certain amount of points before you can do that.
And eventually, you can see there's some like pretty exciting stuff out here that's locked up at the moment.
Oh wow!
And we got choppers, we got all kinds of stuff.
So the helicopter is really just more of a drone, but I'm assuming the tanks you can get in and drive around.
Yeah.
Cool.
Multiple positions, and of course you can customize your character, which is something that a lot of people complained about not being in Battlefield. In Battlefield, you have a set amount of skins based on your character.
Mm-hmm.
You can earn more, and then everything else is locked behind paywall.
Right.
So you can really customize your character a whole bunch in here, which is kind of neat. So let's go ahead and join and see if we can find a tactical team ops. And
yeah, let's get in. Let's play a map, and we can see how good or bad Darren is, and we can do some commentary along the way.
so here's the downside of open beta. As you can see, there are 16 players on a 40-player map. That's over here on the right.
Yeah.
And down below, it's searching for players. It needs, I believe, 20 to start. The other thing that you're going to see is there's a real huge level disparagement. Now, it didn't find one in a good ping for us, so it expanded the search and is going to search again.
Which is really just going to put us in a region that's further away from where we really are.
Yeah, and it's going to sit for a while and see if we can get players to join, and then it'll expand again, which is the downside right now of playing. Now, we're in a little past prime time in this area for gaming, but the game is not as popular in the United States as it is globally, and a lot of folks were able to get in early on this when it was a little bit cheaper.
Yeah. And it's really, I see it more as the Titanfall problem, where, unless you were playing the game when it launched, you're going to be under-leveled regardless of when you get into the game. So that's probably some of the level disparity that you are seeing.
And you can see right now it's doing tactical ops, all maps. If it can't find a match, it will default to all maps, all game types, which it just did. So I might get stuck in any game that's out there. There we go, 19 of 40. We'll just give it a minute.
I like this music. It's good.
Yeah, it's got a good kind of sense of impending explosiveness to it.
I would say it's kind of got a movie reference from like The Bourne Identity.
Oh, yeah. All right, so I've spawned in. Oh, it's a night. What I want you to pay attention to is how much detail is in the map, especially compared to Battlefield and Call of Duty here.
Yeah.
So we're waiting for players, so this is just kind of letting everybody load.
Well, it's we have to make the assumption that people are familiar with Battlefield and Modern Warfare.
Uh-huh.
I mean, because I'm looking at this right now, and it seems very blocky.
So here's the map. You can see the map is designed to bring you in. Now we're in actual game. This is going to be team deathmatch, so it's a 10-on-10.
All right. Well, good luck.
And our ping, as you can see there, is pretty good on this one. That's nice.
Awesome.
But we are also pretty low on the level, so there are going to be a lot of players with a lot of experience on the map and maybe better equipment.
Yeah. Well, you'll just have to hide.
So we had a guy die right in front of us. Oh, I hit him and didn't kill him. So this is where you can see he shot the crap out of me. Nice headshots from that TTV guy.
Mm-hmm.
And he is he's blowing everybody away. He and a couple of guys. So this is the downside of team deathmatch, and the reason I don't like to play it is it's not as tactical.
Yep. We have also a bit of lag between the sound and the video, so I apologize for that. Yeah, it's actually quite a bit of lag. I don't know what's going on there, but...
So I hit a guy over here, but I didn't kill him. But I just got an assist. Oh. Yeah, and that's not helping either, because I'm hearing the same lag that you are as you're watching this. So they start to shoot at me, and I can't hear them. And so I'm not able to react as quickly. So just probably not going to be some awesome score this game.
Yeah. It's all right. We're not trying to show off your elite skill. We're trying to show off the game.
So there's my reload station I've got armed on this one.
We are losing. Try harder.
Grenades coming in. I'm waiting for reinforcements before I turn this corner.
There we go. Take him down. Good job.
Oh, we got sandwiched there.
Yeah.
So because the map does such a bad job of spreading us out in team deathmatch, if you get pinned in your spawn, it then spawns you, as you can see here, in a different place so that you can't stay pinned for very long.
Oh, that's cool. Reduces the spawn camping just slightly.
Yeah, and I could change my equipment on the fly, respawn, the whole shebang. So, all right, let's try a little bit more. Like I said, the detail of interior is great. One of the things that is really cool about the game is if you can see through a gap, you can probably shoot through a gap. But the other thing that we're disadvantages of is if there are squads that are working together.
I'm running dry. Need ammo.
Oh, I just friendly fired a guy. Sorry, bro.
Give me some.
Oops.
It subtracts points from you when you hit a friendly.
I threw a grenade down the hallway.
Oh, flanked from behind again.
Yep.
Well, it's 10 on 10. So that's kind of how this mode works. You can see we're at 35 to 27. When you deploy in this one, it just picks your deploy spot. When you do tactical, you have the ability to deploy
On somebody, right?
on somebody or on a flag. So we really need to break out of here. I got that guy.
Cool.
I'm in a dead end though, so. Oh, I want to go upstairs. Let's go upstairs. Nope, that guy just died trying to go upstairs. Maybe that was a bad decision.
Yeah. Left side, I think.
As you can see on the map though, if you look on the bottom left, it's showing all my players and what directions they're looking, so you can kind of see tactically
Oh, yeah.
how you're being covered, which means that I should be able to see when I'm being flanked if I'm paying more attention.
Yeah.
Like right now, they just killed everybody on the staircase behind us.
Grenade!
Oh, grenade in. Gonna get hit. There
Yep.
you go.
And there's the round.
Grenade! Get
That went quick.
This looks like a spawn room.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ow.
I didn't
So-
down him. Wow.
All right, so this graphic that's on the left here, is that where you got hit?
Yep, that's where I got hit. So he did 59 points of damage to my head, 40 to my arm, and the last point of damage center torso.
Right above your strike face.
Uh-huh. Very exciting. Did not hit my armor plate at all. One of the things that makes you nervous about the game is since it's in early alpha, it's on the Unreal Engine. Actually, it's technically closed beta at this point.
Yeah.
Is that you don't know how much of this is going to stay in the game. Oh, shoot. I should have had him. Drunken Banana. And of course, I'm just going to tell you all these guys are cheaters. Of course, that's the only way they could be getting that many kills.
Oh yeah, I mean obviously. I mean they got the aimbots going on. They're friends with the devs, so they know exactly what's where to shoot and what weapon to pick.
More realistically, what you're seeing is a lot of players that just know the map, and I just don't.
Yeah. Well, we also have a bit of lag. You know, we can always blame it on lag.
Blame the lag.
And we can see the lag because we got the audio and video difference here, which could be from our game capture, but if you're seeing it on your end, then maybe not.
Oh, hello. They're upstairs.
Give me some gear now.
He took the high ground, Dennis.
Oh, no.
Oh, ouch. Okay.
Been watching the Obi-Wan then?
I keep meaning to.
There we go. A little surprise for later.
Oh, wow. Nice. Oh, see, now he's just doing a lean out and shoot, which is smart.
Yeah.
1, 2, up yours.
This is interesting. The breakdown is always kind of interesting. Because if more than one person did damage, it tells you who all the people are that did damage.
Well, that's cool. Instead of like softening someone up and then the one guy shoots and gets the kill for you.
Oh, let's get behind this guy. Where did he go?
He went up and over.
Oh!
Right there. There he went.
Oh, no.
Oh, we lost.
Another loss. See if we can find a tactical, because I really want you to see the bigger maps with the vehicles. I think that's a lot more
Cool.
fun. And well, it's more my style.
All right, we are back. We found a tactical map. So we're going to go basically kind of watch this one. Darren might be saying a little bit here and there, but we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I'll just try to talk about the differences. Right now, we're waiting for all the players to join. So it's letting me choose my loadout. Okay, so this one we're going to try to capture points. Across the top, you can see we have 3 sets of points. My squad leader, Doomslayer, should be issuing an order. But you score points with kills, just like normal. But you can also score points with bleed. And to do that, you need to have 2 connected flags.
Oh, you mean 2 flags close together that have been captured?
Right. So, for example, if we have A1 and A2, then we start to do bleed. Ah, that guy just ran over a friendly. Nice job, buddy. And the maps for this, I think, really shine. So I'm just following the vehicles to Alpha.
Kind of like how they have this tank that ran through the building.
This should look familiar to you because this is the...
Yeah, that was the other map, the much smaller version.
Yeah,
from
but
the-
I want you to see that it's different. That some of the scenario stuff is different. Let's go for a ride. So this little bugger here doesn't have any guns.
No, it's just a troop carrier.
But we're safe from random fire.
Cool.
Can the capture point? So at the top you can see that Alpha. It has a blue arrow, which means that we are gaining. And they are on 3 flags. We're on 2. Not a good sign. But we captured this one. Now if we can go get A2 pretty quickly, we'll start to bleed them. So up there, what I do is I'm watching the top to see. They've captured C2 and they're working on B2. Oh, this guy's not an excellent driver.
Somebody else is driving?
It's a Rain Man situation.
Oh, yeah. Let's me drive on the driveway. We're back down the driveway. Well, how'd that go? I forget.
All right, let's get out. I want to get up against this wall. There's another smaller vehicle. No armor. Oh, I didn't think he saw me. Shoot. The one time I needed to be a sniper.
Yep. Hit you right in the face 3
So
times.
that's a pretty good choke point. So we can spawn on our squad mates, which is what you should be doing to stay together and using communication. So the only ones alive are these 2, and they're right there. So I'm going to spawn on him, which is going to give him a few bonus points. A 5-man squad with full communications would probably just clean up in here.
Oh, yeah, easily.
So there are enemies out here on A1 somewhere.
Yeah. So the thing I'm noticing about the map, you know, I'm watching the details. I like the layout of the map. You know, we have some, you know, like right now you're in a crater with some barricades, which is good. But I'm not seeing a lot of terrain changes. Like when people are running across, you don't see anything changing on the ground. I haven't seen craters or stuff being destroyed from the walls.
and obviously you get bullet damage,
Yeah, you get a few bullet holes.
but no, there's no Battlefield style. Oh, levolution.
Yeah.
That's a
Wow, that's a lot of lag on the sound. Sorry about that.
serious lag death there. That's okay. My buddy got him. So maybe we should try to do something a little slower. We can spawn on these also while we own them. So we can spawn on A. We can spawn at home. We can spawn on an active vehicle if there is one. So what I'm going to do is quick switch to a sniper, which is probably going to be terrible, but I want to show you the difference in play. You can see I've got a Claymore on this guy. I've got a sniper rifle that I've just started working on. But I think for the lag, it might do me a little bit better if I weren't trying to do something that requires a quick ping.
Yeah, so our lag is possibly ping. It could be just the game capture because we have audio coming through the capture device back to us. So it could. Oh, did you hit a radiation zone? Is that like the edge of the map?
That's the edge of the map.
Ah, nice.
So I want to try to get somewhere where I have a little bit of cover for sniping. Let's try to get up in these trees.
Can you get up on that wall?
It is possible. Should we try?
Yeah. I don't know if you can get up on that
Not
one.
on this one, but
Oh, we got somebody shooting at you. Boom. Nice shot.
winning. And of course I have just one sniper rifle. This little flashlight probably isn't helping my cause.
Yeah, probably can't hit F on that one. Doesn't look like he can get up on the wall. Yeah, that's a good shot.
Oh, I should have aimed for the head, apparently.
Yeah, don't hit him in the backpack.
He was not amused. This is not a good spot for me to do sniping. Let's try to get out of here and go around. Oh,
Secondary.
nah. Probably again a victim of lag. I got the pistol out too slow. And right now, this you can see we're short a few players.
Oh, yeah.
The other thing I like to look at is it tries to balance out the levels. So you're looking right now, the maximum level in the game, I believe, is 51.
Oh, yeah. We have a couple 51s in there.
But I'm not even positive. All right, let's spawn just somewhere completely different.
In the Space Center.
So we're inside the building. I'm looking at the map. We're gonna go try to flank Charlie. Since we're snipery, we've got looks like a couple friendlies over here. They've already spotted a guy in front of us.
Just have to get through the mall.
There aren't a lot of ways to get out of the mall without going downstairs, and I don't know how much I'll get hurt if I drop. So we won't. What do I have for a gadget? Oh, that's right. All right, don't need that. So we're gonna come out here. There's a lot of open space out here. You can see there's already one sniper, two snipers. So I'm gonna kind of echo them, go towards the edge of the map here,
Oh, yeah.
find a sneaky spot to look long range.
This kind of looks like, we're in Moscow, right? Is that where our map was?
Yeah,
Yeah, this kind of looks like that square in the middle of Moscow.
red square. All right, so
Yeah.
we own C. So everything that we look at. Oh, missed him.
Man, that's a long shot.
Is at a pretty long range, so we're gonna kind of head and close a little more here. They're taking Charlie, as you can see, just to my right.
There's somebody on the floor. It looks like a friendly for you, though.
Yeah. Oh, there's what I was looking for. Where did that guy go? Oh,
Yeah.
speaking of snipes, I just got smoked by a marksman's rifle.
It was on a four-wheeler.
I'm surprised we haven't seen more tanks. Oh, wow.
Nice glint.
Oh, wow.
I didn't see him. Yeah, that was crazy.
So Toshnost. Let's see how good he is here. Where is he?
Is that his name, or is that the name of the rifle?
Oh, that might be the name of the rifle. Operator Dan, that's who killed me. Level 19, so okay.
Yeah, he's been playing for a while. And his name says Operator, so obviously he's good, right?
Gotta be.
Gotta be. He wears tactical everywhere.
So now, oh, look, a chopper in the air. That's exciting. We were just saying that we haven't seen any vehicles.
Mm-hmm.
There's a spotting drone up in the air that you can see circling.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's not ours because it's not green. Oh,
Oh,
smoked that one pretty bad.
yep. Well, he didn't have a helmet either. That's what threw you off.
Probably. Oh, well, actually, we're doing pretty good. B2 to B1 looks like a good fight. So let's spawn on old Doomslayer, see if he is tactically in a good spot.
All right.
Doomslayer.
All right.
Doomslayer's no good.
See if his friends come for him around the corner.
Nope. I hear some footsteps. Wow.
Wow, that was crazy lag.
Yep.
Good thing he didn't look down.
It's like, why would somebody be crouching? That's dumb. That guy's just running with his arms up. So funny.
Can we post up on this? Yes. I know there's a guy down there, but I don't see him. No? Alright, let's go towards this triangle. Says there's a guy. Nope, there's not a guy in A1 anymore.
Hello?
Game's going to be over very quickly because they're bleeding us again.
Match
All right.
lost.
Well, there you go. I didn't get a chance to do much with the vehicles, but
Yeah, it was good.
a good run.
Yeah. Well, and you know, we had a couple of disadvantages. One, because we are recording gameplay and the audio is being looped through the recorder back to us, so that I think that's where the lag is coming from. So I wouldn't blame it on the game at all, but it does make it difficult to play tactically if we can't hear what's going on.
So here's best squad. How they did was the Alpha squad.
Mm-hmm.
We can compare our squad. So we did pretty good. They had 48,987. We had 48,987. So we are the Alpha squad.
You sure?
Best squad.
Best squad? Oh,
Alpha.
nice.
And then here's a look at the scoreboard. But a lot of that is that because it's in pre-beta, people leave before the match is over if they're losing.
Oh, yes, of course.
So there you go. There's World War III. I can see I leveled up, which is nice.
Mm-hmm.
1.5.
I'm kind of impressed with the gameplay. I'm not sure if it's going to be a Battlefield killer, but I think if they polish up some of the balance, and you know, like that deathmatch was a little overkill. It's either the too many people or the maps are too small.
Well, we talk a lot in the Battlefield community about the time to kill, the TTK.
Mm-hmm.
And the TTK rather, is really brutal in the team deathmatch.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it honestly, if you had 4 people and you just camped every exit entrance to a room,
Mm-hmm.
eventually everybody's going to filter through you, which is a little frustrating.
Yeah. Well, and I remember in like original Quake and Quake 2, you know, if you were playing deathmatch, it was always the first person to the rocket launcher. They were always dominating on the map because it was a one-shot, one-kill. And it didn't have to actually hit the player because it was splash damage. Whereas in this particular game, in that deathmatch, it's multiple shots from a rifle to go and take somebody down. So then all of a sudden it's, you know, how fast can you move? How twitchy can you be? That's how you're going to survive or die by the map. It just seems a little strange in the way that it's played.
Yeah, and it reminds me of some of the imbalance issues from Battlefield when they introduce new weapons sometimes and they just dominate a map until they get balanced out.
Yep.
And, you know, the weapons should work sort of rock, paper, scissors, right? Your up-close weapons shouldn't be able to hit you at long range and vice versa. And, and the medium weapons are compromised in other ways. So I'm not sure I'm feeling that yet, but I haven't played enough to be sure.
Right. Well, let's go ahead and wrap it up. You have been playing this game for what? A couple weeks? 3 weeks? A month? Month and a half?
I think this says I've been playing for how many hours? 4 hours? About 4 to 5 hours range.
Oh, okay.
So it's not a ton, and it's mostly because it's hard to find good servers,
Right.
and so you just try to be patient. If you're not playing in prime time, the weekend is the best time, obviously, to play.
Yeah. So based off of your 4 hours of gameplay, is this a buy it now, wait and see, or take advantage until it goes free to play? What would be your recommend for this?
Well, that's a difficult question to answer because it was supposed to go free to play in June and it didn't, and they haven't announced a date. So it's in closed beta, and it's gaining popularity. I'm starting to hear a lot of folks talking about it as a potential alternative to the big boys in the arena.
Right.
And it shows, I think. It's not a perfect game, but none are. But they've got a lot of interesting stuff going on that if they can pull it off, it's going to be a great long-term game. So the short answer is if you like squad play and you have a group to play with, you're going to be at a distinct advantage, especially if you're using Discord or some sort of communication device. I'd say that is where the game really shines.
Yeah. Now, you can set up squads in this game, right?
That's right. I can go into this friends menu up here.
And then you can pull in your party and...
I can invite folks. I can
Nice.
search for them by name.
Nice. And then at that point, you should be able to... all 5 of those players or those players can come to the same map and you'll play all together.
Yeah, and the realistic version of this, it reminds me of the realistic mods that are in the older Battlefield games, is punishing initially. It's going to take some time for you to get used to it, especially if you've been playing the more arcade styles like Battlefield and Call of Duty,
Yep.
because you're used to coming around corners into fire and it's not a big deal. You'll still gun them down if you have good reflexes, and that's just not going to happen in this game.
Yeah, it seems a bit more realistic, especially when you get hit. For instance, it's like, you have actual kill shots and you have wound shots.
So mixed squads are going to be great. Squads that are designed around specific stuff, so you might run a tank crew, are going to do great. Playing solo, very difficult. Playing team deathmatch random is incredibly difficult.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the pros and cons about it. As far as the cost versus weight thing, you can get into the game for $15, which is incredibly cheap for a game. Yes, it's going to be free to play at some point, but what's your $15 worth? Or is that a lunch at a decent restaurant, and you're going to be able to get your money's worth out of this in an evening?
Yeah. Well, and the free-to-play model is never completely free-to-play. Yes, you can play it for free, but to advance and to get the most out of the game, you'll eventually have to spend some money.
And as you can see, knowledge of the maps, very critical. And so you get a nice head start because you can play now on the maps, and also you'll get a 3-day head start to get your unlocks when the game hits live.
Nice.
So for $15, that's still a pretty compelling package. Now, spending $29 or even $99 on it is where I would hesitate.
Yeah, it's a bit excessive.
You pay your $15 now, you get in. When the game goes live, if you still like it, you'll be able to get those upgrades anytime. So you have no risk, really, if you just come in at the entry level, other than, you paid $15. So my recommend is, based on the gameplay, if you're twitchy, if you like squad play, you should definitely check it out, but it's not as arcadey. It is going to take a little bit more of a learning curve.
Right. Well, cool. Well, hey, thanks for watching our gameplay of World War III. If you have any comments, leave them in the comment section down below. Be sure to visit hardwareasylum.com, check out our podcast, like, subscribe, all that stuff, and thanks for watching.